As an avid manhwa reader, I'm not sure about you guys watching. One of the worst feelings on the planet is when you go on TikTok and you see a slideshow of a manhwa that looks amazing. It's got you on the edge of your seat, you're excited, you're ready to sink your teeth into a new series, add another tab to the 100 you already have of ongoing manhwas. But when you get to it, when you type in the name in Google, it's got 10 chapters. You can feel your raging boner become soft. It's one of the worst feelings ever, and there's no point adding it to the tabs because there's no way you're gonna wait till there's enough chapters to get into this. Now, I would never do that to you guys. I would never recommend a manhwa with only 10 chapters unless it was amazing, like Killer Pietro, which I recommended to you guys about a year ago when it only had 6 chapters, and now it's at 50 or something like that. Great manhwa, check that out. Creators of Unholy Blood made that. Great manhwa. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a ongoing manhwa with 52 chapters at the moment and consistent weekly updates. One thing I can tell you about this manhwa is that it doesn't start off strong and then fall off later on, start to drag on, or changing art styles. None of that. It is good. You can trust this recommendation. And what I am referencing is a manhwa called Regressing with the King's Power. Now, I'm sure there's loads of different names for this because translations can be a little different depending what scan website you're on, but this is what I know this manhwa as. On a barren battlefield, a rugged man plunges his knife into a disgusting monster, swiftly ending its life. The man explains how he can finally kill a monster with his own strength. A group of powerful individuals stand atop a pile of monstrous corpses. "Hey, unawakened, what are you doing if you're a porter? You should do your job and collect the drops," shouts one of the men at the rugged man. The man apologizes. The awakeners walk off, cursing him under their breath. The road changed after the abyss was discovered. The abyss is another dimension where monsters that only existed in fantasies actually existed. After the discovery of the abyss, people awakened transcendental powers, and with said powers they defeated monsters and explored the abyss. Thanks to that, the standard of assessing someone was no longer based on personality or effort, but on your awakening rank. If your awakening rank was high, then anyone could live a guaranteed good life. However, the rugged man was an exception. He thinks to himself, "I'm a porter who only carries around the cargo of the awakened, and an unawakened who has never even opened a status window at the age of 35. As long as I don't awaken, I will never be able to live the kinds of lives they lead." He shouts to alert the men that he had collected all of the loot from the monsters. However, when he turns around, he is met with the sight of all of the hunters who shunned him dead on the ground. You're the last one left. A ginormous demon-like figure towers over the rugged man. SS ranked monster Asmodeus. The man shouts and lunges towards the monster. However, with a single flick of his wrist, the rugged man's hand is blown right off his arm. Holding on to his now stump of an arm, he screams in agony, laying on the ground. What kind of? The demon is draining the life force out of the man. What the? Is this how I die? My parents passed away in a car accident. I was endlessly bullied in school, and I lived being ignored for my entire life because I was an unawakened. However, my life is going to end after only carrying around a cargo. A fucking loser. This fucking life, goddamn. Awakening. A single drop of blood illuminates with light. All awakening conditions have been satisfied. A golden staircase appears leading to a man emitting a blinding light, floating in the sky. What? He looks back and is met with the sight of his bloody corpse laying in front of the demon Asmodeus. Asmodeus stopped? He thinks to himself. Haha. You're focused on someone like Asmodeus stopping, the godlike figure says. You. Who are you? Who knows? Some call me king, but you don't have to worry about that. I shall bestow authority onto you from now on. He sits atop a golden throne looking down on the shocked rugged man. King. Authority? Just what is he talking about? Did this being make Asmodeus like that? The man thinks to himself. It's not good to be so distrustful. I just admired your will and tenacity and came to choose you. The being reaches his hand out towards the man. However, it'd be good to think that this kind of miracle won't happen again. What? Choose me? Just what is going on? Just wait patiently for your time. A day where you understand everything shall come. Then let's meet again. My key. A horrific monster appears with its mouth open wide, seemingly consumes the rugged man and the man known as King. All that's left is silence. A voice? Hey, this bastard's sleeping. Crazy fucker. Now he's completely ignoring us. Then we just have to wake him up. The man starts to open his eyes, trying to familiarize himself with the surrounding environment. Good morning. Slap. The man is slapped in the face by what seems to be a high schooler. Are you awake now? Gosh, you only listen when you're given a beating. 3 bullies are attacking the main character. Bae Hyuk-soo? How is the bastard who bullied me in high school here right now? Taehyun, why aren't you responding? Taehyun is the name of the main character. We can now stop calling him the rugged man. I was definitely in the abyss until just now. Wait, by authority? Kim Taehyun looks to his side and is met with a status window. Name Kim Taehyun, age 19, rank F, skill. The name of the skill is covered by Taehyun's head. Status window? This is 16 years ago. If so, that means Kim Taehyun erupts into laughter. What's wrong with this fucker? The bully drops him in surprise. Has he gone crazy? You motherfucker, you really want a thrashing. But before the bully can react, he is met with a swift punch to the face. Hyuk-soo, one of the bullies shouts. That means that I too am awakened. Kim Taehyun wipes the scuff marks off his face. You bastard, have you gone mad? The awakened bullies using their powers charge towards him. You fucking nobody. Kim Taehyun dodges the first attack and reciprocates with a strong uppercut to the jaw, then sidekicks the second bully. 35 years. Throughout my entire life as an unawakened, I did everything I could, from fundamental physical training to all the known information about the abyss and monsters, knowledge of various skills, even interpersonal combat skills. So there's no way that I'd lose to untrained thugs like you who don't even know the most basic ass shit. He proceeds to wipe the floor with the 2 remaining bullies. Of course, I'll have to redo physical training. Kim Taehyun stands victorious. However, this doesn't last long. What a load of bullshit. Kim Taehyun turns around. Hyuk-soo is still standing. What? Awakened? Kim Taehyun, you son of a bitch. You're fucking dead now. Stone skin, rank C, strengthens body with stones surging from the skin. Hyuk-soo, using his awakened ability, swings at Kim Taehyun, who dodges it, then dodges another punch. However, before he can react, Hyuk-soo is in the air, seconds away from landing an attack. Bang! The ground erupts. But as the smoke clears, you see that Kim Taehyun has evaded the attack and is now behind Kim Hyuk-soo, who notices this. Kim Taehyun swings and the punch lands, but Hyuk-soo doesn't even move. What you doing? I hurt my own hand by hitting him, Taehyun thinks to himself. Kim Hyuk-soo punches him and he flies back until he is in a pile of rubble with blood covering his face. He laughs to himself. You should have known your limits while acting up. Come back to your senses now, have you? You lowly, unawakened bastard. What are you going to do now? Keep running like you were just now? Or maybe struggle around with that awakened skill of yours? All awakened possess a skill and a rank. F, starting from F rank, who are almost the same as normal humans, to S rank with those in the territory of being called monsters. The physical abilities and skills of the awakened rises exponentially. But what I possess is a skill unknown and unheard ever before, but of the worst rank. Rank F skill, Predation. There's no way I have a chance of winning against Bae Hyuk-soo, who's a C rank, but for some reason, I don't feel like I'm going to lose. Taehyun stands up, emitting a blood-red aura. It only builds and builds, surrounding every single inch of the rooftop that they're standing on. What the hell is this? No way, you actually awakened. That lowly Kim Taehyun, he thinks to himself. Is this predation? I can feel the magic move to my will. Kim Hyuk-soo shouts and attacks immediately. However, all it takes is a single outstretched hand from Kim Tae-hyun, which causes a surge wave of power, stopping Hyuk-soo in his tracks mid-air. Hyuk-soo screams in agony as his stone skin starts to dissipate. His skill seemingly stopped working. A red tornado of aura towers high from the school rooftop. Kim Tae-hyun stands above Kim Hyuk-soo's unconscious body. Predation has been completed. As a result of preying upon a target, your rank has changed to E, and a new skill, Stone Skin, has been registered. So as you can see, that is absolute straight liquid hype of a manhwa. I know the Awakened, the monsters and all that isn't a particular unique trope, or him coming back to life, or him returning to the past. Regression, this is a very overused trope. The ability to take other people's abilities is also a very common trope that I'm sure we're all familiar with, seen a million fucking times. But I believe the quality of this story, of the writing, of the characters and how they interact with those around them, and the pretty stunning artwork, awesome fight scenes. I think this is definitely a manhwa worth checking out for sure. There's 50 more chapters to check out. One complaint I will say, this spoiler warning, I believe his power is a bit it's cool, predation, right? But it seems like sort of a cheat code. In every single fight in the future of this manhwa, you'll see he gets in a fight, he's losing, he's used all his stolen skills, and then when he's finally losing, he's about to die, he's like, okay then, I'll use predation, and then he just sucks the life out of his opponent, and he wins every time. It's just sort of a cheat skill, and it's sort of like a One Punch Man scenario without the humor. But I think you'll grow very fond of the side characters as well. I really enjoy the side characters in this manhwa. They aren't just soulless dick riders of the MC, or, you know, absolute soulless husks of people. You know, they're pretty cool, pretty funny, and they have their own worth and merit. They deserve your attention. So yeah, I definitely say check this out. Tell me in the comments down below if you have checked it out, what you think of it. And yeah, I'd say it's probably on the Jack meter, I'd say it's probably a 7 out of 10. 7 to 8 out of 10. Mid 7 for sure. Definitely worth checking out though.